A man's been arrested and charged with the murder of a Kaitaia baby girl who was found dead at her home last month. Maree Takuira Mita Ngahere was less than 4 weeks old, and a post-mortem revealed she died of brain injuries. Our Northland reporter Lois Williams has been following the case and joins me now. Kia ora, Lois. Can you just remind us of the background to this case?
Kia ora. Lisa, Maree Ngahere, she was not quite a month old and she died on Tuesday the 19th of February. She was reportedly found by her father in the lounge room of the family's home in Kaitaia early on the Tuesday morning. It's just a small house quite close to Kaitaia Hospital there. And the post-mortem showed that she'd had a brain bleed. She died of a brain bleed, and she also had very severe bruising on one thigh and on one of her arms.
Can you tell us anything about the family, her family?
Well, we do know that the parents were a young couple. They were very young, in their 20s. The mother had, I think, 2 other children. One of them had been taken into care, and one of them was taken into care after the death of Maree. They were in the house at the time, obviously. I'm not sure who else was in the house. We don't know that yet. But we do know that Oranga Tamariki had been working with the family, and certainly during this homicide inquiry.
So it has been an almost 3-week investigation, I think it is, culminating in an arrest.
Yes, it did sound at one stage as if the police weren't getting very far. They said that they were appealing for information, and they said the whānau was a bit reluctant to talk to them early on, but they did become more cooperative as the inquiry sort of dragged on. And we know that they've been checking the different accounts of what happened in the house with relatives in the north and further afield as well. And the officer leading the investigation, Lois Williams, whom I talked to last week, he told us that it had been a pretty harrowing one. It's been quite tough, he said, on some of his staff who have young children themselves. They had a photo of the wee girl up on the wall of the police station, and he said they would look at it every morning before they went off to do their interviews. He said that was quite tough on the young parents. And I have just heard this afternoon, just in the last half hour, that there was a terrible scene outside the parents' house yesterday, where the mother and the father were outside running around crazily screaming and yelling. The mother apparently gashed her arm very badly. Relatives intervened and took her away to the hospital. The police came and took the dad away, but they released him. But then they took him in today again for questioning, and now we have this arrest. The local reaction apparently has been people are really angry about this baby's death, and the whānau has been copping a lot of this anger and a lot of the blame. But there's now an arrest. This 22-year-old man has been charged with the baby's murder. He's appearing in the Kaitaia District Court tomorrow. He's also charged with assault, but that's apparently on an unrelated matter.
Thanks, Lois. That is Lois Williams, our Northland reporter there, just bringing us up to date with the death of that 4-week-old Kaitaia baby girl. A man has been charged, a 22-year-old has been charged with murder and is due to appear in court tomorrow.